Welcome to the AI Research Roundup. I'm Alex, and today we're looking at a paper from the Hugging Face trending list, published on the 21st of June 2025, T 6 hours 36 minutes and 0 seconds .0000Z. This paper, published just a few days ago, introduces an intelligent photo retouching agent that outperforms GPT-4o with a 60% improvement in content fidelity. The paper is titled JarvisArt, Liberating Human Artistic Creativity via an Intelligent Photo Retouching Agent. And as we'll see, the user studies suggest it's not only more accurate, but also much easier to use. The authors created a new data set and a two-stage training process to teach a multimodal model how to understand user requests and intelligently control over 200 Lightroom tools. Also, the authors shared the project on GitHub, and if you head over there, you'll find some really cool demo videos of the agent in action. The full training and inference code is coming soon, but they have a checklist, and it looks like Gradio and Hugging Face demos are next on the list. Okay, so this first figure gives a great overview of how JarvisArt works. A user provides a multi-modal instruction, which just means they can use a mix of text and, say, a bounding box on the image. The model then uses a process called chain of thought, where it reasons step by step, almost like thinking out loud, to create an editing plan. This plan is then sent to Lightroom to produce the final image. The gallery below really shows its range, from simple scene level changes to complex, moody atmospherics. Building on that workflow, this diagram shows the really clever two-stage training process. First, on the left, is a stage called Supervised Fine-Tuning, or SFT. This is where the model learns the basics, by training on thousands of examples of images, instructions, and ideal edits. Then, the second stage is what they call Group Relative Policy Optimization for retouching. This is a refinement step where the model's outputs are judged by a reward system, checking things like tool accuracy and perceptual quality, which really sharpens its decision-making and generalization skills. And that sophisticated training really pays off, as we see in this table. It shows a quantitative evaluation on the MLLM bench, comparing JarvisArt against other methods, including GPT-4o. The table measures two main things: pixel level error, using L1 and L2 distance where lower is better, and instruction following ability where higher is better. What's really striking is that JarvisArt dominates in pixel accuracy, achieving the best L1 and L2 scores by a huge margin, especially for local edits. This means it's much better at preserving original image content. And this next figure really brings those quantitative results to life. It's a visual, side-by-side comparison on the MLLM bench. You can see how other models, like Magic Brush or even GPT-4o, often struggle. They either create strange visual artifacts or completely change the image content. For instance, with the kebab photo, the request is to make it look juicier, but Magic Brush just replaces it with a restaurant. In contrast, the hours column, showing JarvisArt, consistently applies the edits while faithfully preserving the original scene. This visual evidence really highlights its content fidelity advantage. Beyond just the quality of the final image, the authors also wanted to know, how does it actually feel to use? This chart shows the results of a user study comparing JarvisArt to standard Lightroom. Participants rated both systems on a 5-point scale, from strongly disagree to strongly agree, across 10 questions. The results are really clear. For JarvisArt, you see the blue bars, representing agree and strongly agree, dominate, especially for ease of use and overall satisfaction. In contrast, for Lightroom, you see a lot more red, showing users found it more complex and less intuitive. So to wrap things up, what we've seen is that JarvisArt isn't just another AI image editor. By intelligently combining a multimodal large language model with professional software like Lightroom, it achieves a remarkable balance. It gives users fine-grained control and follows complex instructions, all while being significantly better at preserving the original image content than other models. And as that user study showed, it's also just much more enjoyable to use. It really points towards a future where creative tools are more like helpful partners. That's all for this week's AI Research Roundup. Thanks for tuning in.